Alright guys, William here, we're back. More Metal Gear Solid. I said I wasn't going to do another episode, but I kind of decided, fuck it. Let's just finish ground zero here. So we're continuing on. We gotta find, the other guy. Paco? Was that his name? Something like that? So I don't know where he's gonna be. Like, we had the cassette. Oh shit. Oh, can I kill him? What? There we go. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god, please. What the? There we go. Oh shit, not what I meant to do. You know, actually, while we're here, I might as well listen to RHAP.
So you don't like
So I'm still behind on this, so I might as well do that.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely, you know, it's not...
Or pause.
It's not always the most... If you've been in that situation before, you're probably like, oh... but, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, also, right, she got...
Next they headed for a place with a helicopter.
She's literally called delusional by Zenbot, and so...
Shit.
She's gonna continue to go
Shit.
down this path. And literally, like, even Big D has been like, dude, no. Like, there's only so much you can do.
And that's why I'm like, girl, it's just, I'm just like, snap it out, snap. But she won't snap out of it. And I'm just like, it's fine. And again, it's all Big Brother, so I'm not like, you know, mad about it or anything like that. It's just like, it's just not fun for me, personally. Like, maybe some of the other ones, it's just not as fun. She's getting no benefits from this. She just looks delusional. She's not even getting good cuddles. She's not getting cuddles at all. Like, where's the upside for her? At least in some of those other relationships, there's a little bit of upside to me, so.
So it's up here?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is kudos to Xavier. I mean, this is his charm and his, you know, I do think that he has not always handled this as well as he could, but
The helipad. That matches Chico's tape.
He's not being overly cruel, I think, either in this situation. I think he's trying to
exactly.
use it for as much advantage as he can without...
Fuck. Not what I meant to do.
I don't think he wants to hurt her feelings or anything like that. So, Ozza tells him, you know, and she said this before, I don't mind coming third place to you, Big D. That's fine. She knows there's a perception that she's delusional when it comes to Xavier, but, you know, it is...
So, when did they let Christmas back in the house? Like, when did they swap? Oh, no! Scooby-Doo mask? Like, come on, Ozza, not the Christmas fruit. I'm just so sad. And it just makes me go back to all of her preseason stuff and how we got the preseason package.
Fuck.
Her friends were like, you are
Oh my god, please. Please?
you know, do anything with this boy. And then
Thank you.
told Xavier that Denise, like, you know,
Ah, fuck.
when they are involved in the trade, she knows all of this, but she's like, I'm just gonna keep going. And when he said,
Fuck. I fucked this up. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure it's here, though. But, yeah.
this is what makes Xavier's path to the end so much easier than everybody else's this times, whatever. Like, and it's just very infuriating.
How do you work with somebody like Ozza, be the person she has a middle school crush on?
There you go.
How do you deal with a player like Ozza and Xavier?
Now let's find Boss.
Relationship
If
like
she's
Ozza
dead,
and
we
Xavier,
need to see the
think
body to
about
be sure.
What do you do if you can't take
Boss,
her?
Oh,
any clue where she
is it
might
she?
be?
Oh, there was even a she.
Win competitions is the only way to do
There you
that. So,
There we go.
Xavier says, this is what we're talking. Everything he said pregame, he stayed true to. No showmances. He's chosen to have no showmances this season. It definitely wasn't chosen for him.
Yeah.
So,
You're way too exposed there. Find some cover and stick to it.
More scenarios up in the HOH room late at night. They're going over the chessboard, talking about how X needs to go and how kind of screwed they are, how difficult it's going to be to take them out. They talk about how what are they doing putting this military man in this house with us
Yeah.
normal people? That's not fair.
Yeah, so like a good portion of the day, people were like trying to guess what Xavier's job was. And I was like, I need to be looking
Hey, excuse
at
me?
Claire and Tiffany
Oh, they
conversation.
did hit him.
But dang it, I love watching Kai, Asa, and Hannah try to figure out what X does. Because they were put out like, he's like, I don't think he's a bartender because first he said everything closed down to COVID, but then he went back and said he didn't. He said he bartends for some of the sororities and some of the universities, and I asked him which ones in Milwaukee, and then he said he just said the university. She said he couldn't name any of the universities. He couldn't name any of the universities. This was Hannah.
Surveillance camera.
And she's like, oh, and he doesn't know how to make a mint julep.
What?
It's not like she's like a daiquiri, a margarita, rum and coke. She said a mint julep. I'm like, bartenders, is that like one of the go-tos? Because I didn't know that. But it was really funny. So they were like, maybe military, but then Hannah was like, there's no military base up there. And then they're like, okay, he has to be FBI. He has to be FBI. And I'm like, and then he also slipped up and he said he can't leave Milwaukee for his job. And they're like, if you're a bartender, you can go bartend anywhere. So this was a slip up for him, definitely. Yeah, but if you pass the bar in Milwaukee, you can only practice in Milwaukee. They're so close. They're just so close to the lawyer thing, and that's why it was just so intriguing to watch. It was really fun. And again, like a lot of this day was like serious game talk on two cameras, and then all of a sudden it was like just like funny stuff on the other. I'm like trying to like pay attention.
Guy's gonna talk to Xavier, and
Wow, that actually
this
worked.
conversation is him explaining to Xavier that he wants to be in the end with the best competitor. And then he explains that when he started the game, he saw the best competitor as he thought it was Tiffany, Xavier, and then himself. Those were the top three. And then, as he progressed forward in the game, sorry, I think he said it was Tiffany, himself, Xavier. Then as he was like, maybe it's Tiffany, Xavier, me. He said, then it was Xavier, Tiffany, me.
Uh,
You were the top person. I went to Tiffany. Essentially said, she is not as good as Xavier or himself. The only true way to end the season is himself and Xavier in the final two. And he says it's frustrating to him because when he talks to Hannah and Tiffany, they don't believe him when he says this is his
No,
dog.
let's find
They
Boss.
think that he's
If
going
she's
to put,
dead, we need to see the body to be sure.
Xavier. They think that they can
Boss,
convince him to
any
cut
clue
Xavier
where she
because
might be?
He's the bigger threat. They think that they
Fuck, we're pretty far away.
cut them for somebody, which is true. They in that conversation they're like, I will cut whoever from Big D because that's the way to win the game. And he says they're wrong. It's frustrating that they don't believe me, that they don't
Fuck.
understand who I am. He literally says the more people tell me that I'm going to lose to you, the more I want to go to the end with you.
You're
And
way
if I
too
lose,
exposed there.
that's fine.
Find some cover and
Because at
stick to
least-
it.
I could not figure out exactly what word he said here. He said, at least I showed a
Fuck.
But then they said like Derek may have dropped out to give Cody a better chance.
But yeah, I mean, you know, do not invite this man back if he actually chooses to lose this game.
Now let's find Paz.
Fuck, all the way back here.
We need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be?
I would much rather lose to the best and say at least I lost to the best as opposed to sitting next to Hannah and losing to Hannah. I think that's
Fuck.
at least that's what it comes off to me.
What the fuck?
Like, he would much rather lose against somebody he thinks he's going to lose against to than take somebody, a la maybe a Paul, take somebody that he thinks he's going to beat and then loses like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Kind of saying it, I mean, whatever he says, but he's just so annoying. And only he would interpret, like, everybody else is like, oh, Tiffany's chances of winning really decreased here. You know, maybe we could keep her out a little more. He's like, nah, gotta get her out sooner. I only want to face
She's
the best.
no longer worthy of sitting next to me in the final two, he says.
I just... So my question to you is, so, say... we get Alyssa puts up Kai and Tiff, right? And Tiff is the veto.
Wait, so
Alyssa puts up who next to Kai?
Let's see. If Tiff wins the veto, she probably just puts up Oz or Big D to set
Yeah,
Kai.
right. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to.
wait, is it not where I think it is?
So if either Oz or
Wait,
Big D
it
goes
is.
next to Kai, will Xavier vote to get Kai out then?
Oh,
That's a
it
good question.
is.
Marketplace.
So let's see.
Wait, so the entrance is
Tiffany and
somewhere
Hannah
around here?
Not. It depends on who goes up. If Big D goes up, Tiffany and Hannah, I think, will vote out Big D.
Yeah.
And then Ozza will vote out Kai, and then it will come down to Xavier. And Alyssa will want him to vote out Kai so that she can send Kai home. But he knows that if Kai goes, he loses a shield, and I don't think he wants to get rid of Kai that early. But with Alyssa still in the game, Alyssa, I think, would be the new shield, and it's probably not worth potentially ruining the relation. Although he may not have Alyssa, I think he needs to keep Kai because they can turn Alyssa on him at 5. I think, although he might just say at that point, like, screw the cookout if they try to out the cookout to her. So maybe he shouldn't keep Kai. I think ultimately he gets rid of Kai.
Okay, and that's where I wanted that to go, because Kai just does not see it. Like, he just doesn't see it. He kept asking Claire, like, people keep saying I'm gonna go sooner rather than later, but they're not explaining to me why. Like, dude, you're a big threat. If anybody other than the top target, even if you're not the top target, if anybody other than the top target wins the competition, you know, you are a threat to go out. Like, it's really not that hard.
So it's
to
around
understand
here.
Yeah. He says, Kai says, I don't want to bring a Josh with me.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was coming. I'm not gonna lie, I was probably asleep by this time. Wow.
That's not even what happened. Josh
No.
brought Paul.
Yeah, there you go. But still, this is what I thought. This is what I thought. Kai would much rather lose to the player than lose to the weaker player.
Yes, and he says that outright as well. That, again, he'd rather lose. And he says, I was talking to Claire, and I was trying to explain to her, and she just doesn't get it. He's like, I didn't think I was the only one that felt this way. I didn't even realize how unique I am.
Hello.
But I am. I'm so unique. I'm the only one apparently that thinks this way. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah. This is Kai. This is the chaos that is Kai. This is why people didn't trust him early on. I don't know. With the next double coming up, oh my gosh, I don't know. This man.
All right. Well, Xavier says that he has done everything. Everything he's done has been to get the 6 to the 6. He's never wavered. Anytime an opportunity has come up for him to do something in his own self-interest, he's chosen not to do it. And I'm sure that includes how he's not going to throw the next HOH to prevent Alyssa from staying at 7. He basically says to Kylander, you may have made some selfish moves, but you've never made a move against me in particular. So
Snake,
Yeah,
talk to
that's
me.
chill.
Snake.
He says, Xavier says, I don't like being like, my way is always right, but like, it is.
This is infuriating. And X, we all watched you try to save Christian against the Cookout's wishes. Like, what are we... This rewriting of history... it'll depend on who wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, once we get down to the 6, it'll depend on who wins, and then X can spin this narrative all he wants to, unfortunately. But, you know, we saw it. They all, let's be real, they all had some sort of issue getting rid of their +1. Xavier had, like, a +3, and he had an issue with getting rid of all of them. So, at this point, it's just like, let them, this is what they're doing. They're talking, they're commiserating, they're complaining to get closer together to make moves in the future, and it's just not fun to watch. But I understand it. They're making moves for the future by solidifying these bonds. And even though X probably won't take Kai nowhere near a final 2, it's what he needs to do to keep Kai on his side.
Well, I mean, Xavier has, Ozza tells him, and now Kai is telling him that, like, everyone is saying that Xavier will beat everybody in the end. So I think that he fully believes that he can beat anybody in the end, and he tells Kyland that he knows that he says straight up to Kyland, prior to this week, I didn't necessarily feel this way, but now I understand that I need you in this game as a shield. That if I take you out, I'll be next. So I do not intend to take you out of the game. I think that's the truth from Xavier.
Yeah,
I think that he will take
agree.
Kyland pretty far, and I think that he's perfectly fine with going to the end with Kyland. I don't think he would choose to take Kyland over Big D or something like that, but he is, I think, perfectly willing to go to the end with Kyland because so many people are saying that he would win in that scenario. So that's where we're at.
So does X get maybe like
there we go.
apathetic here? Like if he has promises from Big D and Ozzy, like he has a final 3 with them. He now knows that Kai's big grand idea is for the 2 of them to slug it out in the final 2. And then Hannah has a final 2 as well. Literally the only person he doesn't have a final 2 with is Tiffany. Once Tiffany goes,
this is not gonna work,
if she
but I'm
does
not
end
gonna
up
try
going,
anyway. At this point.
what does he do? Do you think does he win out? Like does he try and win out? Does he just
this was the right
back?
way.
What do you think X does?
I mean, I think he'll try to win out if he can. I mean, why not? His next target is Hannah. Now he does have a scheduled one-on-one with her today, so we will see. We'll see how that goes, and what kind of magic Hannah can work, if she can work any magic here with Xavier. They have had a very close relationship for most of the game, and for most of the game, I do believe he was planning to take her to Final 2. He currently plans to evict her at 5, so things have changed this week quite a bit. And so I think he would love to go to the Final 4 with Big D, Kyland, and Ozza, and then he'll just keep winning, and it doesn't matter to him who he takes to the end, or who brings him to the end, or how many times he wins. He'll just, he's just brute forcing it.
Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. But it looks like depending on who wins, that's what might happen. So you said that's it? So can I launch into my question?
Let's do it.
Alright, yeah. Well, this one's kind of not even like a question, it's kind of a statement. But like a few times throughout the day, we kept seeing like Tiffany and Hannah would talk and they'd be like, we haven't even played our games yet. It's all been to the 6. Once we get to the 6, we can finally start playing our games. Tiffany said that to Kyland as well. And I think here, the reason why I want to point this out is a lot of people are saying, okay, the Cookout this season, but what about next season? Or next season, is it just gonna be like race wars, or next season will they just target the black people? I don't think people understand that the Cookout doing this for this season takes the pressure off of every other black player that will come after them. You know what I'm saying? If they accomplish that goal, even if they get to the 6, get to the 7, no matter what, they more than likely accomplish their goal of having a black winner. Having a black winner, taking advantage of the situation for this year, will greatly make sure the pressure next year is off of those black players. And I think what we'll get is a way more open game. We will no longer have to, DF and Tiffany won't be forced to have to work together. We will get, if we get more black contestants, they will no longer feel the need to have to be able to work together. They'll be able to work with whoever they actually like. So I just wanted to bring that up because I really think people don't understand.
Yeah, I have a feeling this just isn't gonna work then.
The reason why they're doing this is to ensure they got a black winner. Now, again, it sucks because, Tiffany might not be ensuring her win. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That is the weight. That is the weight that we want to be lifted off the shoulders. So even if Tiffany had went to the end with Claire, DX, Hannah, and Christian, you know what I'm saying?
I think we gotta step
that
over.
weight might never
Yeah, I just think it's better
So
to step
I do appreciate that for the cookout. They are making history.
Wait,
Once
this
this
one,
is over, I know that a lot more black people want to be able to just be like, oh, okay, now we can get
Why
to the
can't I
game.
just start
I just wanted to point that out. You
It
think
won't let me.
No, yeah, I think that if the cookout had happened already by the time this season happened, like let's say the cookout happened in season 22, there's a
Actually,
cookout,
just kill me,
it
actually.
plays out the way it does, there would be, in my opinion, no cookout this season. These people do not want to work together if they don't have to. And if this had already happened, so many of them would have gone their own separate way.
Exactly.
And I think that is a perfect example of what you're talking about, where like in the future, that pressure is not going to exist in the same way that it did. And so I do not think that you would see this kind of thing happen again. Now, if there is a group of black people or minorities or any group that is like, hey, we all do get along, and do really want to work with each other, doesn't mean that it's impossible that it would happen.
Exactly.
But the reason why these kinds of groups often don't work out is because personalities vary all over the place. You get along with who you get along with. And trying to contain it within one specific container, like an all-girls alliance or whatever, it tends to not work. You should work with the people that you can most easily work with, the people that you get along with the best, and that's generally what happens. And so I completely agree. I think the cookout they're doing this because it hasn't happened before. That is their primary motivation.
Exactly.
And now that they've done it,
You can also climb back
Yeah,
up,
and
or
people
like
saying,
going
well, but
Just
that'll
be
just
sure of your
give the
surroundings
house an
before you do.
excuse to target the minorities.
surveillance camera.
Have y'all not been paying attention? I mean, okay, now they can finally say, oh, we don't want a cookout situation, but it happens. It's been happening every year. So, I mean, it's a
Oh, fuck, what?
in a sense. We get our black winner. Future black players don't feel the pressure to have to be forced to work with the other ones. It's more open game style. That's my perfect society that I see happening.
Yeah, and we'll find out.
We will. I mean, it's not getting canceled anytime soon.
Hopefully we'll find out.
Yes. Oh, but yeah, I think that's it. We covered a lot. I mean, this day, I think
Please give
Claire
me a
did such a
checkpoint.
great job of campaigning. Again, it sucks. Not much he can do. I think the biggest thing, I guess the one question I wanted to ask you was, initially when this had happened, Azza was hesitant about giving Claire her vote. And then Claire spoke to Azza, and then Azza was like, oh, I definitely would like to make it 3-2. Was that Claire's doing, or was Azza already leaning towards that way, or?
I think Azza was already leaning that way.
Okay.
I mean, even before Claire went up on the block, she wanted it to be a 3-2 vote. She got into an argument with Big D about it. So it's mostly, I think, it's like further reawakened those ideas, and she would like it to be a 3-2 vote. So
God damn it.
I think this will continue to go to kind of circle around until my guess is that it's not going to be a 3-2 vote. My guess is that it's going to be a 4-1 vote, and that's because I think Xavier will shut this down.
Too dangerous to try and contact the target.
Yeah, that makes
Wait for
sense.
the enemy to
Yeah,
stand down.
makes sense. But yeah, it was a day on the feed. again, another one of those moments of like Hannah and Xavier trying to
I think I
teach
was playing. Let's just restart. God damn
Alyssa
it.
how to do TikTok dances, while like Claire was breaking down like Xavier's game to Kai, I think it was, or one of the two. It was so funny. I was like, man, I really need to like focus. But Alyssa trying to do TikTok dances, if you guys haven't seen it, it is so hilarious. And she's just like, why can't my body move like that? Like she's in between Hannah, who is a trained hip hop dancer, and Xavier, who just, I don't know, has swag. And Alyssa's just like, why do I look so stiff? And she yells, I'm Puerto Rican. Why do I look so stiff? I was like, I don't know, Alyssa, but it was so funny. It was a funny day at the beach. We have a lot of sexually frustrated guests in there. A lot of talk about that. A lot of people are on Tiffland watch. I'm not going, or Thailand, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm not going.
Why is it not Tiffany? I like Tiffany.
Oh, I like Tiffany. I've never heard that one. I keep seeing Thailand.
Thailand is what I see the most.
I don't like it. I like Tiffland.
That's terrible. That's already a thing that exists. Thailand is a place. It's Tiffany. Tiffany is great.
All right, so Taryn is pushing Tiffany. So we're on Tiffany watch. It's interesting. Good for them. It is what? How many days, Taryn? 60? 50? How many days?
Yesterday was day 63. Today is day 64.
It's 63 days, y'all. They are going crazy in there. They're frustrated. Half of them haven't eaten. It's getting to that point. It really is. It's getting to that point. That's why I'm like, I'm okay with everybody just being so angry and grumpy, because they've been deprived in more ways than one.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here this morning. I will, of course, be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern to update you on everything that happens today on the Big Brother 23 live feeds. I will also be live tonight on Twitch, twitch.tv/Taryn Armstrong, to watch tonight's episode with you guys. Again, should be an interesting one. We're going to get the Claire-Tiffany conversation. So we'll be watching to see exactly how they're going to portray this particular thing. And then after the podcast, or after the episode, there will be a podcast, Rob's podcast. We'll be recapping the episode, so make sure you tune in for that as well. You can also find me on Twitter at Armstrong Taryn. I'll also be live tomorrow on Twitch to talk about Stockwatch and watch the Double Eviction live with you guys as well. So that should be quite interesting. Not the show, but just interesting. Mari, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Stereo at Mari Talks Too Much. 2 like the number 2. It's also right here. You can listen to the Wrestling Wrap Up. We're currently just on a small hiatus, but you can always go back. You can listen to us in your feed. We have a Wrestling Wrap Up podcast feed.
Okay, let's just work with that.
Of the circle.
So is this the end? Or is there like more gameplay after this? Yeah, I do think we need to escape with her. God damn it. I wish we didn't have to. Well, there. I mean, I guess we'll listen to...
Boss, get Boss onto the helicopter.
Episode number 1 recap, and here I am to talk about it with the buddy that's in my catfish room with me. It's Taryn Armstrong. Taryn, how are you?
I'm alerted, Rob. I've been alerted.
Alert.
Yes, we're back.
We're back. We're back, baby. Circle Season 3. Can you believe it, Taryn?
It really, all of a sudden it's like, it's all Circle all the time. I mean, I feel like the Circle entered my life like it's a couple years ago, and now there's been like 7 seasons between the UK and the US.
Yeah, this one did sneak up on us because the last one we did was what, April?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and I think we had fun watching it. Could you tell me 3 things that happened on the Circle Season 2?
We had Tara Alicia versus Savannah.
Okay, oh, that's better than I could have done, yes.
Oh, we had the winner.
Yes, the winner, yes, Trevor.
Trevor,
out for
Trevor,
new enemies.
of the
Trevor.
catfish.
Shoot down the
Yeah.
chopper.
And then
Jack couldn't put makeup on the doll.
yes.
Emily.
Oh yeah, and the Chloe and other dude romance.
Yeah,
I think that became an
Lance
actual
Bass
thing.
was there.
Lance Bass. Yeah, see, that's all coming back to me.
Yeah. Okay. River was a guy.
River was
Courtney.
he's a cool guy.
Yeah. All right. So the Circle, season 3 is
Roger
back
that, Chopper.
with
It's headed your way
you know,
now.
a whole bunch of new players and catfishes. And so we'll talk through the first episode here today. I think what we're gonna do, rather than the daily episodic recaps that Taryn is doing for the previous Circle editions, I think we're just gonna reconvene on the weekend, on Saturdays for the next couple of weeks and talk about the Circle at large. We have Big Brother US season happening right now. Taryn's got the daily live feed updates. Taryn, is that workable for you?
Yeah, it's a weird schedule that they use here with Netflix because it's like they drop 4 episodes at once. So like you know, if you're trying to watch and listen, you have to sort of watch and then stop and then listen to the podcast before you can listen to the next one. It's kind of a weird thing, so we figured let's just try and do it in the dump so you can just watch all the episodes and then listen. It feels like it makes a little more sense.
Okay, so we'll be doing that. We'll get together with the panel on Saturday of this week. We're just going to talk about the first episode and give you a little bit of a preview of what you're about to watch. If you're on the fence about Circle Season 3, we'll give you some more information and you can make that call. But Taryn, big picture,
Fuck, how do we get out?
did they change it enough up here to make the Circle Season 3 interesting or different in any way from the previous Circle editions?
Well, I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure they just filmed this season like back to back.
I believe that is correct.
So just bang out a couple of these.
God damn it.
So I expect that it's going to be in the same vein as season 2. That we're not going to get something that's dramatically different, which I'm mostly fine with.
Call the chopper.
I just feel like
Keep an eye
that
out for
having
nearby
seen,
enemies.
you know,
They can try
two
to
of
shoot down the
these
chopper.
US seasons, like I feel like that we kind of know how it's going to go, and maybe that there is different casting choices that can be made that might make things be a little bit more interesting one way or another. I'm just feeling a little bit lacking. Like I feel like that we need something to shake things up a little bit.
That's definitely, I can see that. I think part of it for me is that like these are bite-sized enough, especially the US versions, that it's like it might just get a little bit more regular old Circle. I'm mostly fine with that. You know, if they come in season 4 and they've got some new fun thing, like I'd be cool with that if this one is a little bit more of the same. But I agree with you. I don't think this is sustainable long term.
I do feel like that we are a little less reliant on the catfishing here in season 3, and I have to say I think I like that.
Yeah, there are very few catfish here. You got basically one person that's full on playing a different person, and then everyone else is like at most there's just like a slight small bit of themselves, or there's like an extra person there. So only one like true to form cat.
Yeah, overall, what do you think of this cast for season 3?
Oh, I can't. Oh, shit.
There are a couple people that stood out to me that I'm
Okay,
interested
that's
in
annoying.
watching as they go forth. Very energetic. Which I think is a good thing. I feel like in the past 4 Circle premieres, I've been a little bit underwhelmed. It's felt a little
Call the
sleek.
chopper.
I didn't
Keep an
really
eye
get
out for
that sense
nearby
this
enemies.
season, so
They
I
can
think
try to
that's a good
shoot down
sign.
the chopper.
Well, one of the criticisms that I think we both had for the first episode of season 2, I don't think we got an elimination
chopper
in
request. It's headed your way
I
now.
think the cliffhanger of season 2, episode 1 was who was going to get safety, right?
You know what? Yeah, I think that was
So
it.
at least we had an honest to goodness, somebody was eliminated in the first episode.
Yeah, that was definitely that. I think that helped. It felt like a long episode. I didn't actually check the.
It was about 58 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little long, a certain episode.
But you know, I think it's the right call. It's elimination.
one winner, but I felt like that there was like a lot of like East Coast, like New York, New Jersey-ness for like a lot of the people, like almost half the cast of this season of The Circle.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
I didn't keep track of where they were all from. I know there were at least 2 Southerners.
Yeah.
But was everyone else like East Coast?
Yeah, so I feel like Matthew played Ashley. He's from Long Island. Roxana is from New Jersey. I felt like that the sister of Ava with Chanel, she's bringing a lot of like Real Housewives of New Jersey vibes to the show. Even Daniel, who is from Florida, like I feel like that he seems a little bit like a loud New Yorker.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was from Florida. I think what he said was born and raised in Florida, but still pasty.
Oh, I'm going to the wrong one.
Yeah. So I felt like the cast is pretty fun. Let's talk through them. We need Calvin up first. Calvin is a chef, private chef. He has private albums.
Yes, and he talks a lot about the ladies.
This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
DreamWorks 99.9.
Prioritizing elimination of enemy threats.
Private chef. And I just felt like
This is Morpho, aborting attack run and heading for nearby LZ. Don't keep me waiting. Get on board as soon as I touch down.
chef that's all about talking to the ladies. I don't want a person I necessarily want to invite to my home.
Well, I guess it depends who you are. Yeah, you make a good point.
Real good.
I invited this private chef over to dinner for me and my wife. Like, something like that.
Alright, stay to place pretty soon. Whole bunch of people I watch. I think I'm gonna watch lasers. Usually with game stuff, I usually go for lasers.
And I guess we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
Just because I feel like he's the one that has the most similar tastes to me.
Okay, chat. Time to eat. Jersey Mike.
Also got an ad.
Let's go.
Alright, we got it. Let's see.
Give it to me. Get the veggies, lettuce, tomato.
It's an hour and 4 minutes.
All the vinegar coming. Give me the juice. Give me that juice. Gotta crack the juice. Mike's way, baby. On a freshly baked bread. Let's go. Woo.